5 is 1 in the 6. With the runner boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. You know what it is. LDBC Strong episode 118. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. What up, Sensei?
What's good, man?
I had to play some jazz.
That's right up my alley.
No doubt. Hold on 1 second. See who's in the building. Woo! We got in the building. Dwayne Jones, the Jab Jamboree Act. What up, bro? Windsor Todd Wong. What up, bro? Johnny Q. Jerome Truitt, Jose Diaz, my fan. Davion Bible, salute. Andrew Gray. A condo in the building. Sheena, salute. D. Walker, OG Eric in St. Louis, salute. Jermaine Callahan, Mo Boxing in the building. UK in the house. Anthony David, Black Alpha. Yahweh Smoke, what's good? Phenomenal Mexican in the building. Jay Gett, salute. Brooklyn Born. What's going on, y'all? Well, I'm just gonna cut to the chase. Soldier Boy, salute. Y'all know I don't like Dillian White. Y'all know I loathe Tyson Fury. So we're gonna cook on the fight. And I'm letting y'all know ahead of time, tomorrow morning is going to be a special roast on him. It's specifically for him. But for now, Mac of the South, salute. Here's what we're going to do today, though. We're going to talk about the fight. Because today, more the focus is going to be on Dillian White. I knew it was going to be a massacre once I saw this. No way. No way. Did he tickle him during this? Could you? I said, give me I almost threw my phone across the damn room. That's what it be, man. Yo, the Wise Crush, salute. AMG, Tab Investments. Shauna, what up? Tay in the building. Let me know if you want a link, Tay. This is absurd. And happy anniversary to you and yours, brother. Most def. Did he tickle him? Once I saw this, I knew it was over. It's over. 1,000 days. 1,000 days. Listen, man. Listen, man. I will never understand anything. 1,000 days for that. Listen. The way to beat Dillian White is to get in there and just throw a goddamn uppercut at like between rounds 4 and 6. Just throw it. Just throw the shit. Throw it. Now, I've watched that uppercut over and over again. It was an uppercut and a big push. Hey, yo, look, y'all. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. The shit look like it barely touched him. But whatever. Whatever. I'm a hater, remember? I don't care. I ain't got nothing good to say about either one of them. But let's talk about it. Marco, what's good, brother? How you?
What's going on, guys?
Chilling, God. We
What's up,
chilling.
Storm?
What's good with you, Marco? How you feel, bro?
Not bad. Did you guys see that the Fury's brother fight?
Huh?
Did you see Tyson Fury's brother fight?
No.
Well, he fought on the undercard.
Yeah, I watched it.
Okay, yeah, y'all put me up on game. I missed it.
I mean, yeah, he was the first fight on the undercard. Because he was supposed to fight Jake Paul, right? So at 1st I'm like, Jake Paul's gonna get killed because this guy's a real boxer, blah blah blah. But Fury looks very green, his brother, very green. So I'm not so sure he could even beat Jake Paul, which is not saying a lot for him. You know,
Is this the same brother that was running around kissing men on him? That guy?
Yep.
Kisses men on the mouth?
I don't know.
Marco, I'll play the video for you. He kisses
Fury.
men on the mouth.
Oh.
That's the one, Drew. That's the
apparently,
one.
I don't know what's going on with the Furies because, I say these things and people say, "Oh, you're just a hater." No, I'm not. I asked a legitimate question. Why do the Furies kiss men on the mouth? All right, why?
Tyson Fury being spoken to by Ben Davison, and there's the moment, the pre-fight kiss. I have never ever seen that before.
Who'd he kiss?
I don't know who that was. And I have a video of his brother was on some reality TV show, and he was kissing the dude in a goddamn jacuzzi or something.
Yep.
I don't know about that. I knew he was in a reality show, which made him real popular.
I got the video. I ain't got to upload it, but I got the video because I questioned that. And the reason why I bring stuff like that up, being petty, is because there was just fascination with Deontay Wilder goofing around in his backyard, twerking in front of his wife, and goofing around with his family, and that was an internet sensation. And I'm like, wait a minute, Dillian White, his best friend took his last name. Over here it's called marriage. I don't want to talk about that.
Oh, that's not his brother?
Marco, the man's name is Lamar Scott.
I didn't know. I just knew it was something white. I didn't know. I thought it was his brother.
That's not his brother at all.
Huh.
That's not over here. That's called marriage, my man. Now, there's anything wrong with that. That's how you get down. That's how you get down. That is not his brother. That is not his brother. No. See, you see, people didn't know. And I thought it was his brother. Then people online was like, nah, his name is Lamar Scott. And I looked it up. I said, oh, shit. So why is he changing his name? I said, ooh. Oh. Okay.
Is that his friend, his manager? Who is he?
That's his husband. That's his husband. And you see, I bring shit up like that because they were ODing with the twerking video. I said, hold on, pause. What are y'all trying to say? What are y'all really trying to say? Okay, you wanna go there? Let's go there. Dean White's real name is Lamar Scott. Why does he call himself Dean White? You connect the dots. All right. Anthony Joshua, guy that Anthony was in the mix. You can't make that picture make sense to me, other than what I'm looking at. And Tyson Fury's running around kissing men, and his brother's running around kissing men. So please stop with the twerking talk. We didn't start this conversation. That's another thing. They only like to see our reaction because we always wanted to just talk boxing. But then when the Wilder video came out, it was like, wait, hold on. Y'all sure y'all want to do that? AJ got knocked off by Ruiz. His first stop, Marco, that Sunday was in the Village. Marco, what's down there?
There's a lot of things down there, but I assume you're referring to the large gay population.
Yes. And the Village is a great place to hang out. They got live music. But I'm saying that's their hood. That's their neighbor. You go to stores, you see the flag. And all I was asking was, yo, why was that AJ's first stop? I don't understand. So cut the gay jokes out. It's not funny, dude. It's not a roast.
Let me express something here that Drew is not expressing to make it more simple. You understand? Because I know how to talk to people sometimes and drive the nail in the coffin all the way. Because sometimes, you can hammer it a little bit and think that that's good enough. But no, you need to make the wood say, ouch. When you arrive in a city that you don't know, you ask questions.
Bam! Thank you.
And when you ask questions, you want to know exactly where you can go to do what you like to do.
Thank you.
That's not an inferred thing. That's a research thing.
Research.
You don't just happen upon an area, where it's like, oh, what the hell's happening here? No, you've been told what goes down here. And then you find yourself in a place of familiarity.
There it is.
No fish out of water syndrome here. You're welcome.
Man, dig this here, man. That was research. He wasn't uptown at the Apollo. He wasn't down when 9/11 happened, because that's usually the first stop. When people are out of town, they go straight to 9/11. They go straight downtown. Okay? There's a lot of landmarks in New York. It's New York. He turned the camera on at West 4th, Marco, in Avenue of the Americas, the basketball court. And he ain't got a jump shot for shit. That's research. The sensei's correct. That's research. I said, wait a minute. Why is he at West 4th? What the fuck is he doing down there? He wasn't uptown connected with the black people. I'm at 125. I'm in Harlem. I'm uptown. You heard? No. He was at West 4th. And I said, oh, shit. I was just joking with the gay jokes. I was just reacting off of Deontay Wilder shit. I said, oh, okay. Whatever. But why the fuck was he at West 4th? That was research. Stormy is absolutely right. That was research. You dig? That's what we're talking about. Shit like that. And then you got Fury kissing men on the mouth. Then you got his brother kissing men on the mouth on TV. Salute to Don Shotta. Gotta spread love to y'all on my B-Day. Oh, salute. Happy Born Day. Salute. Everyone, please keep supporting Drew Titan, Stormy, and everyone else in the LDBC. Salute to you, Don Shotta. Happy Born Day, fam. Much love and appreciation. But I'm going to play this for y'all.
Francis, ESPN.
Is this your next fight?
I'm the boxing heavyweight champion, UFC heavyweight champion. He's in great shape. Look at the muscles on him.
And we're going to find out who is the baddest motherfucker on the planet.
Good man, Francis.
Yeah.
We apologize for the language.
At the moment, so
I get a couple months, then I'll be right back on my feet.
We'll speak. He's a good looking Javi, isn't he?
Yeah.
Have you got a big Corey?
Huh?
Have you got a big Corey?
Oh, no.
Big what?
Corey.
Hey, this is getting off the chains, but will we see it in the octagon or will we see it in the ring?
Yeah, thank you.
job.
Octagon or ring?
Well, this is going to be what's very.
Big Tory.
I'm not familiar with their lingo, but he was definitely talking about his penis.
Yeah, I never heard that one either, though.
Is this your champion?
That's y'all heavyweight champion, y'all.
Is this your champion?
Mm-hmm. Your WBC, and he's rumored to be retiring. No undisputed, y'all. Okay? Is this your king? Huh?
You guys think he'll really retire?
Nah.
I don't know.
Nah.
You don't think so?
Nah.
I don't know.
They didn't put him there, and they put him there, Marco. They didn't put him there for him just to turn around and be done. Now, what they probably didn't anticipate is that his buddy is catching the hell that he's catching right now. So they may have to rearrange some stuff. But that's the thing.
I am about to mess y'all up right now, man. Salute to Trick and salute to Tay Jones. They just sent me. Oh, I'm gonna play it. This video is not gonna get monetized at all, but I'm gonna play it for the greater good. No, I'm gonna show y'all these pictures. All right, stop with the twerking nonsense. It's over. Y'all not gonna win this at all. Oh God, this is horrible. Well, while I do that, Marco, What would you like to see from Fury next?
Who would I like to see him fight?
Yeah.
I mean, it has to be the winner of Joshua and Usyk, right?
Yeah.
Now, who wins that?
Yeah.
Ask me what I
He's
would
talking about Francis Ngannou though.
Nah, look. Forget about if you
Ask
like
me
Fury
what I
or
would
not.
like to see.
Forget about if you like him or not, right? I feel like this MMA shit is taken away from boxing. Stick in the ring, do your thing in the ring. We need it. You know, if he's gonna stay, you know, fight a fighter, fight out, because like Fury or not, right? He's only really beaten 2 fighters of any notoriety. So if he needs to do more, you know what I mean? I would think he'd want to do more, not fight an MMA dude. I was disappointed when he said that.
Ask me what I would like to see, though.
Let's go. What would you like to see?
I want to see the BS stop, and I want to see him fight. Give a brother a shot. I want to see Luis King Kong Ortiz in there with him. I want to see him give Luis King Kong Ortiz a shot, just like Deontay gave him a shot. Okay, because Luis King Kong Ortiz, even at the advanced age that he may be happen upon now, is still a legitimate person to defend the title against and to really earn some respect in the sport of boxing. It's not going to change or wipe away the shit smear that he has brought to the heavyweight division, but it would go a long way in certifying him as legitimate for giving a real contender a shot.
Y'all ready? And salute the Trick in the building. This is the type of shit I'm talking about.
Oh.
All right, stop with the goddamn twerking jokes. It's over. And Marco, look at that.
Ooh.
That's the guy that fought in the undercard last night. That's him.
Oh,
Yes.
no.
Yeah, that's him. I think. I can't really see his face, but looks like him.
Yeah. Oh my God!
Wow.
Come on, son.
Yeah.
Come
Don't
on.
stop. Get it.
Are these screenshots
Get
from
it.
his show, or what is this?
Yeah.
What is
Yeah.
that? What's that up top? That the close up.
Bro,
What
I
is
need
that?
to know what this is so I can fucking avoid it.
I don't want to know what it is, and you're hurting my eyeballs. Please take that down.
Oh.
Oh my God. Come on, man. But twerking though, right? Guys, stop. I met Deontay's wife. He has a wife. He has children. Okay? Stop. Cut it out. Cut it out. Y'all will never. Yo, listen, man. Listen. I listen.
We
I got-
need that.
listen,
Oh
listen,
my
listen.
God. We need that right about now.
Oh my God. There you go.
Oh.
There you go. He was in the ring last night?
Yep, that's him.
Okay. All right.
He looked like he was in a different kind of ring right there.
Yep.
though.
There you go. All right. Y'all can stop now. Y'all can stop now. Y'all lost. Y'all lost that. Cut it out. All right. Look, no Trick said I'm out of here. He said, "Fuck this."
You might be
I'm
a little
gone.
smarter than me. Shoot.
He said, "I'm out." Salute to Don Shout in that super chat. He said, "Why he want to fight Francis? He don't want the smoke with AJ and Usyk 2 winner clearly. So fight Ortiz or fight Wilder again, so Wilder can send him away. Wilder or Ortiz will give us undisputed." Listen, I feel you, fam. I feel you. Listen. Undisputed is not a priority if the job is hard. Now, I'm going to tell you what I think. If he walks away from the game, it's because of other things coming.
Absolutely.
Now, you heard me say that, right? If he walks away from the game right now, it's because of other things coming. Other things. What am I talking about? Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know I'm talking about this thing with MTK and Daniel Kennedy. And when shit rolls downhill, I'm sorry. When shit rolls down Sugar Hill, everybody's going to be in concert. They better have their lawyers on standby and just wait. Just wait and have your shit together. Because I'm telling you right now, if they put that cold steel on Daniel Kennedy's hand, what's he got to show loyalty to anybody for? They after him for trafficking, from what I heard, human trafficking, guns, drugs. I heard he's on the run out of Dubai now. Why would he show loyalty to anybody and he's going to throw everybody under the bus? They're going to start asking him little shit. Right now he's saying, oh yeah, Bob, you couldn't even come to the UK to watch Tyson fight? You got COVID, huh? Okay, yeah, word, you throwing me under the bus? Watch this. When they get a hold of him, they were like, yeah, what else can you tell us?
$4 million.
$4 million in consulting
advisory
fees.
Funds, consulting fees. Yeah, let's
$4 million in consulting fees. Now, what the fuck does Daniel Kennedy know about boxing that Bob Arum and his 100-year-old ass don't already know? Why are you paying him $4 million in consulting fees? I'll tell you what it is. Yo, your security? Yeah. You see that water? Yeah. Look the other way. But this is my post. Don't care. Look the other way. I'll give you $5,000. Go over there. Go stand over there. Unplugging cameras during hand wraps? Yeah. Mauricio Suleiman just said, I don't give a fuck. I'm working with him. I don't care. He was in Dubai with Rick Glasser. We're working with him. Shut up. Mauricio likes telling us to shut up and we're wrong, right? 2 days later, the government says we got $5 million for information leading to this guy's arrest. Mauricio Suleiman has been quiet ever since.
Drew, I want to see the bank accounts of them judges from the first Fury Tyson Fury Wilder fight. I want to see the bank accounts for the guy that was the referee in that first fight, the guy that was the referee in the second fight, and the guy that was the referee in the third fight, Mr. Mora. I want to see all those guys' bank accounts, because I will almost guarantee you that these guys received a sweet dividend for their work.
Hell yeah. Salute to Robert Singleton in that super chat. He says, salute Drew, Sensei, Marco, and the LDBC. Salute, fam. Go ahead, Sensei.
And if the money wasn't deposited immediately, it could be a couple of months later or whatever.
Yeah.
But it has to be time appropriate. You see what I'm saying? It's very important to understand this. Or it could be just before the event.
Just before. And you see, what's happening now is proving our point. We're not crazy. We wasn't making excuses. We were asking questions. And now look, Bob Arum jumped off that ship so fast. He says, nope. He snitched. He said, he told me he was trying to change his life and he did some dirty things. And then we found out that he didn't stop doing those dirty things. So we bailed on him. And we're going to help the government in any way that we see possible. Then Mauricio Suleiman got quiet. You understand what I'm saying? All of this is connecting. And then by the end of this month, in a few days, MTK Global has to close shop. We're not crazy, as it turns out, huh?
And what was that Mauricio said stupidly? That he was not the FBI or something? And that
I'm not Interpol.
I'm
not the policia.
Yeah,
you're not. But you're going to be talking to them, motherfucker. Mr. Franchise status. Mr. Canelo, it's time for you to fight Charlo. No franchise. Mr. Lomachenko, it's time for you to fight Devin Haney. Franchise. It's all coming out. Now, there's nothing illegal about franchising. You can run your sanction however you want to do it. But motherfucker, let me explain something to you. You fucking piece of shit ass liar. You fucking bitch. Listen to me very carefully. I asked you who wrapped the hands. You said, I don't know. I asked you, who put on the gloves? You told me I don't know. I asked you, where are the gloves? You said, I don't know. I said, they're in fucking Sugar Hill's house. You didn't even have the fucking decency to say, okay, I'll go check. We told you. We asked you. Was Jimenez drug tested? You said, shut up. You're bullying her because she's gay. No, it's obvious she's gay. She has a girlfriend. We're saying she's in there looking like Jaime Munguia. And then what did we find out? The problem is she was growing a penis. That was the problem. And how long did it take you to get Freyshawn Cruz to earn her fucking belt back? What, 3-4 months? Did you apologize to the people that support the WBC? Like us? We pay our money to see a fair fight? You didn't do it. You have a track record, man. You have a track record, and we caught you again. And you've been quiet since the Daniel Kennedy shit. No.
We questioned all of the activity around the second Fury Wilder fight. We questioned these things. He said, what, Drew? Why do we want to ruin one of the what? The greatest nights in boxing history?
Greatest nights in boxing history.
Really? That was one of the greatest nights in boxing history with all this questionable stuff going down. Questionable from A to Z.
Oscar Valdez popped dirty A&B samples. He said it's 4 Red Bulls. He can go ahead and fight.
And then had a statue ceremony the following week after the fight in his hometown.
He gets a statue and gets to fight.
Set up already because they don't just make a statue in 24 hours.
No.
Because the statue ceremony was going to take place the week after the fight. The fight was on that Saturday. The following next week, I think it was a Tuesday or something, they had a statue ceremony for Valdez. But popping dirty like that before the fight, he was supposed to be either pulled from the fight, not fight for the title anymore. There was a number of ways to handle this, but Mauricio made sure that it would go through because they were trying to prop up heroes, create heroes, not people that are naturally heroic, but manifested, manufactured. Because in a landscape of talent, people who have less are being given an avenue so that they can be amongst others who can work at it with no problem because they have the talent. It is insulting to my intelligence and yours too if you have any of what they're doing to the sport, the participants of the sport. Dare I bring up Michael Fox? This is a consistent thing going on.
Michael Fox. For those of you that have short-term memory, you see this bitch right here? Okay. You see her? I want to remind y'all of who this is. Okay? Now, fuck it. You know what? Y'all do the research. Because I'm tired of explaining it. These motherfuckers they believe in symbolism. If they want you to be a champion, you'll be a champion. Why do you think it was a witch hunt for fucking Floyd Mayweather? You know he's the one that got away. And I know Floyd is a dick. He's a douchebag. But I like the fact that he got away.
Yeah.
I like the fact that he got away. And that's why they loathe Al Heyman. Motherfuckers still talk about Al Heyman. Al Heyman, name one PBC rating that got shot up. Name one. You guys got to stop this shit, man. We're really about to talk about Tyson Fury? Are y'all reading what's going on online? He's in the Muhammad Ali talks, y'all. He's in the Muhammad Ali talks, y'all. And here's what I'm saying. And I'm cooking on this some more tomorrow. Don't miss it. 10 years from now, when they mentioning him in the same sentence with Muhammad Ali, just remember all you monkeys Y'all did this shit. And don't sit up here when you get some motherfucker that's another ethnicity coming up to you saying, well, Tyson Fury would have beat Muhammad Ali. And, you know, if he was fighting back then, and, you know, yeah, where the fuck is Tyson Fury's Sonny Liston or George Foreman? You might want to say Deontay Wilder, but we got a shroud of evidence that he cheated. Vice versa. Ali got cheated in that fight, but he got out of it. But be prepared to have that argument. And you know what the sad fact is? A lot of you monkeys, you primates, you fucking apes, you fucking tree-swinging sloths, you fucking nigger coons. You know what the problem is with you motherfuckers? You were too busy arguing with us. And we told you this shit was going to happen. You contributed to the bullshit. And because you don't know boxing, you ain't going to be able to have that conversation 10 years from now when they put Tyson Fury in the same sentence with Muhammad Ali. They're already saying, hey, man, this guy's the greatest British boxer. Like they didn't just see Lennox Lewis. I'm telling you. And I don't give a fuck what Lennox Lewis said. He said, oh, this is Tyson Fury ever. Lennox Lewis would have whooped Tyson Fury's ass. In a clean fight. Right. Y'all did this shit. When they put him on this pedestal, he already got a fucking statue with Deontay Wilder laying on the floor. When have you seen a statue of a fucking fallen foe over a hero that's celebrated? Man, they had all kinds of, around this country, they had all kinds of Civil War heroes, racist heroes erected all over this fucking country. You didn't see no dead black people at their feet, although they existed. But they did that for Tyson Fury. Y'all did this shit. So y'all want to fucking go in and celebrate this guy? Be my guest. I'm not doing it. I will tell the truth forever. Fuck what you heard. Trick in the building. What's up?
Man, what's good, y'all? I got booted off earlier, man. Just trying to know what y'all saying. You know, this kind of reminds me of like arguing with a young guy that's like in his 20s on who the greatest rapper of all time is. And his guy will say something like, man, I got Kendrick Lamar is number one. You know what I'm saying? And you got, then we're going back to
perfect.
Boxing. Ali's the greatest heavyweight. Perfect. I mean, he's the greatest heavyweight of all time. And it's like you comparing Tyson Fury to Muhammad Ali is like comparing Kendrick Lamar to Rakim.
It don't work.
Big Daddy Kane.
It don't work. It don't work.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
it don't work.
Yeah, I'm not okay. I'm not trying to take this. Yeah, I'm not trying to take this to a musical standpoint, but I mean, I'm just putting an analogy together. You know what I'm saying? It's like I saw somebody put well, Tyson Fury right now, the way he's looking, he's gonna be in he's top 10 all time now. I mean, who are you gonna move out? You gonna move Joe Frazier out to put him in there? You gonna move Foreman out to replace him? You gonna move Ali out?
It's kind of hard to compare in general, right? Isn't it really hard to compare different era fighters? You know, because everything's evolved since then. We're bigger now. There was no 6'7" guys like Wilder back in 1910. You know what I mean? Everything's progressing. And nutrition and training methods, everything, we're just getting better and better. So you really can't. Joe Louis, to me, was probably the greatest heavyweight of all time. But he was only 6'1", 210 pounds.
He'd be a cruiserweight or light heavy by today's standards.
I mean, like Lennox Lewis or just somebody big.
Yeah.
Right.
But he's still the greatest heavyweight of all time to me because of his achievements and what he did at the time.
Right.
Yeah.
It's back up something that Michael was saying there. You could add this, that a fighter that came from an era like a Joe Louis, you put him out there today, he would still whoop plenty ass because the technique was different and better.
Yes.
The technique has gotten worse. You can have physical size and stature, even range and reach, but that don't make you good. If you have qualities that are just a natural given due to your genetics, you still have to have a skill set to be able to get out there and perform and persevere. Lennox Lewis, for all his height, reach, weight, still got knocked out twice by men who got to that chin. And he didn't get up.
Good point.
Let's not forget that. Yes, he came back and rematched the guys and defeated them, but he didn't get up. Ali got up. Joe Louis got up. You understand? There's a difference. And this is what I want people to understand when they look at boxing. When you're out front, it looks good. But when you come from behind, when you have to get up and dust yourself off, shake it off and say, let me get back in there and get my pound of flesh. That's perseverance. That's the ability to overcome. And this is why you can't give it to some individuals. It doesn't matter what era they're in. The game, the level of the playing field is what it is. And you base it on that contention, not on the superficial.
Right. Yeah, I see the chat. Yeah, Jess Willard, 6'7". Primo Canelo was about 6'5". Those guys was like exceptionally big for that era. They don't stick out like others. You know what I'm saying? Muhammad Ali wasn't no small dude either. He was 6'5". You know what I'm saying? He wasn't no small dude.
No, Ali was 6'3".
Yeah,
6'3". He was
Yeah.
6'3". Well, I never met him. I was just going off who.
I got a question. Hey, Stormy, I got a question for Stormy and even Jeremy. How do y'all think Burt Cooper would have did in today's era of heavyweights?
Who?
I mean,
Burt Cooper would have been the champion.
Well, Burt, Jeremy fought Burt Cooper.
Yeah, what do you think? Yeah, no, yeah.
Jeremy fought Burt Cooper. Yeah. How would he? Burt Cooper? Burt, if I'm not mistaken, was a former cruiserweight, right? And came up. He was always kind of small for the division, where he could punch like a truck.
Yeah.
I think he would have probably. I don't know. He was short though, right? He was about 5'10". So these guys now are also fucking tall, man. It's hard for.
He would have success. He would have success because Burt Cooper. The thing about him was which Burt Cooper you got on a particular night.
That's right.
There were certain nights when you wish you would never have been in the ring with Burt Cooper. He'd run almost anybody out of the ring, and that was just a straight up fact. Then there were other times when he was having difficulties. Burt Cooper was a man who had personal demons. But when he decided to come to fight, you were in there for a scrap. You know what I mean? And that was what was something that was very interesting about him and set him apart. I'll be honest with you. He was tougher than Mike Tyson, but he wasn't as good as Mike Tyson with his boxing ability. But he was tough. He was a tougher man.
I hope people understood that. He was very clear. I hope you understood it. Tougher, but just not as gifted as far as stylistically. But he was tougher.
And he had the Crawford defense, which I think is not good.
Yeah. That shit didn't work for me at all. Tried it, and I was like, chill. By the time I got to that sparring session, my lip was like this. I was like, oh, shit.
There's a perfect example of the Burt Cooper that I'm talking about on the night when he fought Evander Holyfield.
Yeah.
As a replacement fighter for Francesco Damiani in Holyfield's title defense, where he fought in Atlanta, in his hometown. On that night, Burt Cooper came in there and he almost upset Evander Holyfield by landing some punches that Holyfield never expected to get hit with. Good short right hands that were very quick that had Evander reeling into the ropes, and it was the first knockdown of Evander's career on that night. And during that fight, Holyfield's corner had to pull an old trick that Muhammad Ali's Angelo Dundee pulled against Henry Cooper. Ironically, the two Coopers, they cut Ali's glove in between the rounds when Cooper had dropped him because he had Ali on such Queer Street. They needed extra time to give Ali to bring him back to consciousness because he was out of it in the corner. They gave him smelling salts and stuff. He still didn't know where he was. So they cut his glove a little bit and said, oh, your glove is cut. So they had to change the gear. They did the same thing. History repeated itself in the Holyfield-Cooper fight. And Holyfield was bought time, extra time, when they had to change his glove against Cooper. Now, there was a sequence in there where Holyfield opened up on Cooper like he was known to do against fighters at certain points in the fight. Holyfield would turn up the heat by throwing volumes of punches. He was hitting Cooper with these uppercuts. And Cooper was getting hit with him so regularly, he turned sideways as if to want to run away from Holyfield. And then he stopped himself and went back into the fight. out of nowhere, he decided, I'm not going to run. I'm going to fight.
Right.
Holyfield had his hands full on that night. And he did end up defeating Burt Cooper, but that's the perfect example of the Cooper that I'm talking about. On a certain night, you just don't know who you were going to get. Ray Mercer ran into that Burt Cooper. It was a dog fight from beginning to end. And Ray Mercer remarked after that fight with Cooper, he said, you know what? This was, everybody has to go through a certain fight where it proves whether you want to really do this or not. He's like, well, I've had mine. I don't want to do that no more. That's what Ray Mercer said after fighting and battling against Burt Cooper.
Yeah.
Man, listen, I'm gonna pull it up right now. That fight was on HBO. I remember watching that, and I gasped like, oh, what?
Too,
that was crazy.
The Mercer Cooper?
Yeah. No. Holyfield.
Oh, yeah, I remember watching that too.
I gasped. I was like, what's happening here?
He knocks him down. Boom.
There it is. Holyfield down for the first time in his career. Mills Lane gave him a standing 8 count.
Bird almost did it, man. Almost. He almost did it.
That's in his hometown of Atlanta.
Yep.
Yo, this
hate
right
them
here.
hometown. Don't like them hometown fights.
Yep. That's that monkey wrench we talk about, Trick.
Yes, sir.
Yo.
Yes, sir.
Oh! The counter. Oh!
See those uppercuts? This is what I'm talking about.
Look how
now you're gonna see Cooper's gonna turn like he want to run away. Then he decides to stand his ground. There he goes. He comes right back.
This is a fight right here. This is just a fight.
Look how he hold it. Look how he's defending. He's literally leaving a perfect opening for somebody to go right underneath and up with the uppercut.
Salute to Mills Lane.
Yeah, he's had a stroke now and he's like wheelchair bound.
Yeah. Damn.
Wow.
Got in the exchange.
That
was a perfect counter off the block.
Yep.
That was perfect.
Right hook.
Ooh. This right here, I knew. I always knew, but I said, man, Evander's just different. Evander's just different. It's ridiculous.
Look at Cooper. Man.
Look at Cooper. Yep.
I was at the Holyfield Moore first fight in Vegas, in '94.
Yeah, that was something else. When I watched that, that was something else.
But Holyfield, I was going for more, but Holyfield really wasn't doing much. Like I think that's when he had that heart problem.
Yeah, that was yeah.
A hole in his heart or something.
Yeah.
One of the valves wasn't closing Damn. How many fighters got heart like this today?
Yeah, these two were banging it out.
My God.
But that was always Burt Cooper. Every fight.
Yeah.
He kind of quit. He kind of quit against Jeremy
Michael
too.
Moore fight.
Michael Moore fight was woof, man. He had Moore out. The referee could have easily stopped that fight. Nobody would have done
Off of that first knockdown. Yep. He could have easily stopped it because Moore looked like he didn't even know where he was. He was on his knees taking the count.
Yep, out. But somehow.
He out-toughed him, man.
You lean like that, uppercut. Yeah.
Yeah. He out-toughed him.
And he never went down. Cooper never went down.
Yeah. Yeah, YouTube's gonna make me delete that part when I upload the video, but goddamn. Don't you just miss boxing? Don't you just miss shit like that?
90s, man.
Man.
You know what? I miss the character of the men who produced that. Because as long as it's in a guy, you can get that.
Which
it's not in a lot of them of today. It's not in them.
Which is why I miss Friday night fights. I miss Tuesday night fights.
Yeah.
I miss it. Those programs launched some of the most greatest wars that you could ever see and probably forgotten about. That's why we reach out to those. Whenever we have a guest on here, those are the guys we reach out to, man. Those are the guys we reach out to. You know what I mean? I mean, this is, come on, man. Come on. I'm going to get Evander on this show. Y'all think I'm bullshitting. We're gonna get him, man. Evander is
No,
an
I got his
all-time
number.
great. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna get him, B.
Hey.
We are going to get him.
Yeah, I mean,
What
I
you
tried
want?
to as well. I don't think he does this kind
Good
of
luck.
shows.
Hey, good luck, man.
Yeah,
Marco,
he
he'll
doesn't.
do it.
He's always
He'll do
busy.
it.
He sends
I'll try
Did he send you the religious text, Trick?
all the time, and he got all them kids.
Yeah, he sends people
No offense,
like
but, no offense, but I'm just saying. I mean, he always send me stuff on religion, man. I'm like, man, come on, Evander. He do look. I've been getting texts from this dude like 4 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. He be sending me like religious texts. So
Yeah, we gonna get him on. I'm
try him
speaking
again,
into
man.
existence. Yo, man, look,
Strange
the world
character,
loves
man.
him. Yeah, he's that guy, man. Man, listen, Evander is boxing. Fuck that, man. We gonna get Lennox Lewis too. Watch, I'm telling you, we're gonna get Lennox. Watch,
Stormy, that's your birthday present, man. I'm gonna get him on for you, man.
No doubt. No
That's
doubt,
his
man.
birthday
Yo,
present.
man.
I got you, Stormy. I got you.
Drew.
Man,
who's your favorite fighter of all time? Do you have one?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Man, Charlie Burley.
Who?
Charlie Burley. And I say that, I don't say it jokingly, but it pisses my uncle off. You know why? Because my uncle knew Sugar Ray Robinson. He knew Sugar Ray Robinson. When I got a little older and I did my own research before the internet, I was reading books and stuff, and I learned about the Black Murderers Row after they mentioned it. And I'm like, yo, this guy Charlie Burley was kind of good. See, what you know about Charlie Burley? He was pissed because Charlie Burley was this close to landing a Ray Robinson fight. And he asked Sugar Ray, what's up with Charlie Burley? He said, I ain't got to fight him. Why not? Because I don't have to. So, when I did my research on Charlie Burley, I was like, holy shit. It's crazy. But Charlie Burley, one of the members from the Black Murderers Row, is one of my favorite fighters. One of my favorite fighters. You know what I'm saying? I know Stormy's is the man we just played, Evander Holyfield.
Oh, okay.
I know that. You know what I'm saying? Trick, who's your favorite fighter of all time?
Oh, Roy.
Roy, that's what's up. That's what's up. Marco, Roy's your favorite guy?
Look at Jeremy.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking
That's
down.
Well, this just in. Tay Jones just sent me this. He said, yeah, Fury did. I did hear him say this. They posted it on online. Fury wants to vacate the WBC title, wants Deontay Wilder to fight for it.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Fury needs to keep Deontay's name out his mouth.
He sure does.
Really?
He sure does. Fuck.
Because it for someone like myself, the more I hear him mention Deontay's name, some people may think, oh, he's doing it out of respect. It's very condescending because he knows what happened, really.
Yeah, he knows what happened.
And he basically stole Deontay's career. It's that obvious.
He stole it with help from Mauricio Suleiman, from MTK, from Bob Arum.
Yeah.
He had help.
Yeah.
In concert.
You're talking about a man who had 10 title defenses and he hadn't even had one prior to fighting Deontay in the third fight, in a fight where he was forced to give the man his third fight because there was a contractual obligation there. A lot of this stuff, I'm telling you, man, history is written by people who have had the success.
That's right.
But if you don't know the particularities and the details, it can come across as a total wash. And this, I'm glad that we are here, and a lot of what we produce as content is available, because that will help to some degree.
Mm-hmm.
It will help to some degree, because you know why? Old media don't do their job.
They don't.
They turn their head and open their pocket, and they allow all the flies to come into the house and feast. And that's disrespect on the sport that we say that we profess that we love.
I'm trying to find this. Where is it? I think this is it right here. I think this is it. Let me see.
Hey, I got a question. Anybody know if there's any drug testing for the Fury in the Dillian White fight?
No, but watch this. Victor Conti is on Errol Spence bumper about drug testing for VADA. Errol's enrolled in VADA testing. He's enrolled in that shit. But Tyson Fury postponed the July date because of COVID, but was seen out in public with no mask on at a car dealership, right? Then flew to the UK, Vegas. And no one could answer the question. I said, can VADA get to him in the UK? The answer is no. When I went to the fight, it's round 11. He's bouncing around like it's round 1. But I'm bugging though, right? You're 6'9", 300 pounds. You're bouncing around 11 like it's round 1. VADA testing, right? Fuck you, Kevin Iole. Fuck you with the lit flare. Top Rank paid alleged mob boss over $4 million in consulting fees for Tyson Fury fights in Las Vegas. Duh! Now you want to go in there and ask questions? Now you want to do your job as a boxing journalist? But the YouTube guys, yeah, right? We've been on this shit for 2 years. Now, motherfucker, you 2 years too late.
Drew,
you on it because it made CNN now?
I'm going to make a suggestion. Now, this is your channel. But stop giving that man any coverage. Stop. Because it's people like him. We know who they are. Just like they'll refer to us as the YouTubers or whatever. But they don't deserve any acknowledgement. It's just them, old media. And you lump them all together because they all do the same thing. They all got their little bag open like this, like it's Halloween for trick or treat to get their dividends so they can stay close to what's happening in the sport, but they don't report what's happening in the sport, if you understand.
In real time. Exactly. And you're right, Stormy. And let me leave it with this. When they had that call-in, the phone interview, Kevin Iole said, I tried but didn't get the call on, but I agree it was an absolute embarrassment. It should have been the first question, talking about Daniel Kinahan. Because now Kevin Iole wants to do his job. This brother right here, I don't know who he is, down here, he says, Kevin, y'all had years to ask that question. Years. So this is not something.
They hip to the documentary and everything.
They know all of that. So we're not making this stuff up. It's been there. So you know all of this stuff. $4 million in consulting fees? For what? What does Bob Arum have to pay anybody $4 million for what exactly? We're going to find out.
Let me switch directions if you guys want. I'm curious who you guys pick for the potential Crawford versus Spence fight.
All right, let's take it there. Prediction for the fight. I'm going to rock with Errol for a couple of reasons. Something that I just noticed. I did a video on it. I think Errol is hitting with something else. He's fucking people up. And I didn't know. I knew it was serious, but I didn't know it was that serious. I know he's going to do that shit again to someone else's eye. This motherfucker, yo. Look, man. Shout out to Ugas. But Ugas, I knew when you're watching the fight in real time, you might miss something. But what I didn't miss was like, yo, he stopped punching. I'm like, what is he waiting for? And then I realized, no, he's like hurt. He's really hurt. And I know he's a warrior, and I know, he might have said, like, I want to finish the fight. I don't think it'd have been a good idea. I read his eye was shut and he was crying blood for like 40 hours. You know what I'm saying? He had to get if the key to beating Errol is to punch with him, I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that's a good idea, man. I really don't, man. And Bud, as nice as Bud is, now I know like the Bud fans, they here. Look, ain't nobody hating on Bud. Bud is nice with it. I'm only saying, if punching with Errol is the way to beat him, you got to worry about if Errol land first. Got to worry about it. Because we also seen that Errol has a chin. All right? Errol got hit with his hands down. He made a rookie mistake. That's what he called it. And it's nothing that that Ugas did to set that punch up. It's just something he stood straight up and walked over, and then he heard the ref say stop. Salute the champ side because he showed the video. The ref did say stop, and Ugas hit him flush. Didn't drop him. So there goes the chin. He has a chin. I'm not too sold on Bud's chin for two reasons. Green Machine dropped him, and the ref blew the call. We seen him get hurt by Gamboa. All right? But never mind that for a minute. There's also something that I heard, a little story in sparring. And if y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all heard it too, if y'all listen to BFTB. But I knew about that when it actually happened, y'all. And I was like, what? Yeah. So I think it'll come down to that pocket fighting. You know, Bud, as soon as he gets it, he wants to give it right back. It's not a good idea with Errol. And that's just me. It's boxing. I could be completely wrong. But I'm going to rock with Errol, 70-30. I'm rocking with Errol. 70-30, for real.
Stormy, what about you?
It's very early. The fight is not signed yet and everything, and I will be providing my thoughts on that, but I'll go with what I've always said. Bud's going to stop Errol, but we got to see the fight. And
gotta see it. That
doesn't mean that, like, oh, I'm the Bud fan.
Right.
I'm looking at it because I've already made an assessment on the styles that they have and everything. And listen, what happens in the gym for a reason. But if you take that as learning experiences, then you know what you need to do in live action. Mm-hmm. Just like nobody knew that Ugas would stand there and turn himself into a living punching bag. And when you do things like that, the damage, the physical damage that he sustained is supposed to happen to you. I have no pity for him. I have no, I got to take my hat off to him. He fought a dumb fight. A dumbass fight, if you ask me. Because he's got two arms and two legs, too. Ain't nobody told him, don't move. Okay? Mm-hmm. And so what happened is supposed to happen. Mm-hmm. But I guarantee you, Bud Crawford's not going to stand there and do that.
Hope not.
He's not. And there's more than one ways to skin a cat. So, again, I've seen too many fights to understand that, my eyes don't fool me. Ugas got beat up because he stood there for a beating. Mm-hmm. You slapped me once. I'm not giving you a chance to slap me a second time. I'm going to move my head and counter or do what I got to do. Mm-hmm. You understand? Mm-hmm. Even if it means I got to move around a bit to get my bearings back, tie you up till the ref come and break us. Where is ring IQ when someone is allowing a person to mug them?
I was confused, man. I was confused with Ugas. I thought he'd be a little smarter than that, to be honest.
Sometimes you give people too much credit for the wrong thing. That was brave? Getting your head bashed in like that? No.
Brave.
There's nothing brave about that. What's brave is the fact that you signed up to do this for a living. That's bravery.
That's right.
But if you're not smart enough to protect yourself and do things that will lessen the opportunity for you to sustain damage, it's back to the drawing board, bro. So I talk about this all the time.
Yep.
It may sound harsh, but it's a fact.
It's true. It's a fact.
If it's you, you may get upset. But like I always say, prove me wrong by improving yourself and doing something about it. And that doesn't mean do something about it to me. That means do something about it against the guys who you're competing against.
Yeah.
Now they're talking about he may not fight again and everything. Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that?
It's his fault, man. Shouldn't have been there for it.
You heard me mention earlier, Lennox Lewis got knocked out twice.
Yeah.
But in both fights where he fought the guys again, he did not put himself in the same circumstances.
Perfect.
That it would happen again. And they got both guys. So it's like you have to understand, you learn from your mistakes and improve upon things. If you don't, you're going to remain at that same level where people step on you and cross over you to go on down their path and or ascend to where the level they're advanced to. But this is what that's all about. People talk about Bud got dropped by Kavaliauskas.
Yeah, that guy, yeah.
What happened to Kavaliauskas after Bud got dropped?
Bud got up there and whooped his ass. He whooped his ass all over that ring.
That fight right there, and even at the point where he got dropped, he wasn't respecting the guy. He was going in and he was just trying to be, and he got clipped, and he went down to a knee and everything, and but he wasn't on his back falling with
right.
Counting and all of that. It can happen to anybody, but the fact that he did that was an embarrassment to him. And he said, oh, shucks, I got to stop playing with this guy. Let me go ahead and take care of business. The same thing that happened to Sean Porter when they told him in between rounds. They say, hey, he might be up on the cards, man. What? He might be up on the cards. Oh, really? What? Bell rings. Within 20 seconds, Sean Porter is on the canvas.
He's punching the canvas. He's punching the goddamn canvas instead of Bud.
Listen, it's a different type of man that you're talking about here. A different type of fighter who has an exclusive set of skills that people say he is worthy of being pound for pound. Now, Earl pound for pounds on people, which is great, and it's exciting. That's what makes this intriguing, that the two will finally get a chance to come together.
Thank you.
But this is about boxing. It's not about my guy or your guy.
Your guy. Thank you. Damn.
Seeing the levels come together. Whatever happens, I could be wrong. I've been wrong in the past. I'll be wrong again. But I won't be deterred by what's popular or what people try to impress and impose upon you, because I'm into impressing and imposing upon myself. I challenge myself daily. And if you want to issue a challenge, that's great too. That's just more. You understand? But I ain't going nowhere. I'll be right here and I'll talk about it. I'll do a post fight on it. You understand? And then follow that up with a call in where you can talk about it too. It's that simple.
It's that simple. Salute to Davion Bible. He said over the last few weeks, fighters need to know how to defend themselves from an uppercut. We've seen some. I don't understand how you get in the pocket with Fundora and all of that body and you eating uppercut, man. Whatever, man. Let me ask you, Marco, how do you see that playing out?
Honestly, it's real 50-50, but if I had to put a gun to my head, made me choose, I would say Bud, because I think Bud has an ability to adapt in the ring better. I shouldn't say better, because Errol's never really had to adapt. He just comes straight forward and does what he does. But Bud can adapt. Bud's IQ, I feel like, will be the difference in the fight. Because they both have comparable power, and Bud also switch hits, which Errol doesn't do. So that's why I give Bud the edge.
I could see it, man. I could see it. And this is what I'm saying. This matchup is throwback. This is why this fight happening was so important. That's what all the frustration was on my end, at least. I'm like, yo, come on. Both these guys in their prime. We got to get this done, man. And I'm just happy. Now, nothing's been signed yet. I just hope that, as far as the business is concerned, leave us out of that. I don't want to hear nothing about no money. They need to lock themselves in the room and get that shit done. And by the time we hear about it, I need a date and the venue. That's it. Trick, what you got on that fight? Who you picking and why?
I've always said that they fight. I got Bud stopping Earl, and people always talk about Earl's punch placement. What about Bud's punch placement? He got punching power, punch placement from either position, either hand. You know what I'm saying? Out the southpaw or the orthodox, and just like Stormy said, hey, you've been wrong before. He's wrong. I mean, we all been wrong about fights. I mean, but if Earl stop him, he's stopping. I just want to see the damn fight. And I see people get all mad and stuff because you have an opinion, because you think Bud gonna beat him or you think Earl gonna beat him. You know what I'm saying? Everybody be having an opinion, get mad about the stuff, man. It's just a fight at the end of the day.
It's just a fight. So, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's just a fight.
I don't think anybody should be surprised if either guy wins. I won't be surprised.
I mean, somebody's O gotta go.
Yeah,
somebody's O gotta go.
No,
It's boxing. This is beautiful, man. You see, this is one of those fights. Do you understand that there's supporters of the sport like us, like Stormy, like guys older than us that are turned off from the sport? They're like, yo, there's too many belts and I can't keep up. This right here is gonna be for undisputed, and both of these guys are really freaking good, man. This is for the culture of the sport.
Yeah,
we should be enjoying it. I'm going with Errol. All three are going with Bud. Realistically, somebody's going to be wrong, but we need to enjoy it. I remember my parents and my uncles and, they leading up to the Hagler-Hearns fight. I remember them talking about it every weekend. Sunday night dinner, they all talking about who's going to win and how they could win, and everybody was split. But they would have a good time drinking, smoking, eating food. Talking about, yo, I don't know. I think Hagler might get him. Now Hearns with the jab. And I remember I was a shorty just listening to them. Wow. Had me thinking like, yo, who wins? And when the fight happened, Hearns almost did it. If he got out that round, and he could have got stopped off of a cut. And people forget that. And Hagler said, yo, I got to fight this guy. And he came out on top. But if that last round don't happen, Hearns wins off of cuts. But see, this is why I'm excited about this. I don't hate Errol, of course. I don't hate Bud. We need to be talking about what happens during the fight strategically and everything else. I can't wait till this thing is signed, man. Because those are the conversations I miss having. No malice, no hatred, no F you, or you a Bud and you a Errol Dick Rider, you a Bud Dick. I'm tired of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Opulent LD in that super chat. He said, Cook, salute Drew Tight in the panel. Salute to you, fam. Much love and appreciation. I see you, Jeff. Yeah, man. This right here, man. This is a throwback matchup, and I love it, man. I love it. I can't wait till it's signed, man. I'm hoping I'm hearing, and salute to Blue Blood. He said he's here in September. I hope they could bump it up to August. You dig? I hope so for different reasons. But, we're going to be in Texas in August, hopefully. Hopefully they bump it up to August, but I won't be so lucky. You know what I mean? But I love this, man. I love that matchup, man. I love that matchup. It's gonna be crazy. But another thing, and I know Marco had to cut out. This is fight week now for Shakur versus Oscar Valpez. I want to go to you, Trick Nolte, first, man. What are your thoughts on that?
Man, I got Shakur stopping him probably between 8 and 9 rounds, because I also feel that Top Rank is what they call, what's the term? Leading the lamb to slaughter. I don't think they want anything to do with Oscar Valdez after what happened, and I think they serving him up. Well, he's getting served up to Shakur, and once he gets served up and he gets beat, he's gonna be gone. So I got Shakur stopping between 8 and 9 rounds, if not sooner. I just think that Shakur gonna give him a boxing lesson, might even cut him up, but he's gonna stop him. I think between 8 and 9 rounds. My prediction.
Yeah, and you said it perfect. I think he's getting served up too, because remember that fight wasn't going to be next. It was going to be him versus Navarrete. Exactly. And then the Bud lawsuit happened, and then Bob Arum said, "Yo, let me get right." That's what happened. So I like what you said. So he's getting served up. So let me go to Stormy. Who you got?
Well, hands down, I got Shakur Stevenson, but I'm gonna tell you guys something, man. Stevenson has a skill set that hasn't been seen in a long time, and I like the young man's. I like his approach to his boxing career. He is a student of the game. What I noticed in his fight against Herring was he took the fight to Herring, took the fight away from Herring, and Herring could not hit him with anything clean. Shakur was picking Herring's punches off with his gloves and his arms. That's old school. And then he was banging Herring, who covered up, kind of cowered a bit. Not calling him a coward, but cowering means getting behind a defensive posture to protect himself. Valdez isn't smart enough to do that. He hasn't done that in his career, which is why he suffered a broken jaw. He's been busted up. He's been, he's a type of guy that's a nuts and guts type guy. And he knows that hot blood gets people going, and they rally behind that. But remember, tough guys get hurt in this sport. The things that Shakur does, he does them with skills. And it's so easy for people to use the phrase skills pay the bills, but you're hearing me break down how it happens. Because he's going back to the old school way of doing things, meaning Shakur. Shakur can, listen, he can win rounds without fully engaging. How does he do that? With movement, with defensive ability, with being able to dictate the tempo. He can make a guy come to him all night long, like he did with Nakatila, okay? Or he could go after a guy like he did with Herring. There's no middle ground when you don't have but one dimension to your game, and that's Valdez. Valdez was able to move around Burchelt and everything because Burchelt is just a plotter.
That's right.
So he had a choice of either plotting with him or moving around a little bit. You weren't going to see Burchelt move around, you see? And Shakur is not going to be there for what's coming in offensively. He's not going to be there for receipts, but he's definitely going to pay him with countering, and he's going to pay him with combinations, and he's going to mix in some good body work too. I guarantee you that. So we're talking about a 5-dimensional fighter against a 2.5 to 3-dimensional fighter, and that 2.5 is some days, 3.5 is determined against who he's fighting. But he's not above a 3.5-dimensional fighter or a 3-dimensional fighter. But Shakur is a 5-dimensional fighter.
You see it ending?
Yep. Oh yeah, it should stop. It should be stopped inside of 10. It's not going the distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I just say. And this ain't no shit. I mean, of course, there is some shade because of how, Valdez is a cheater, and he was enabled by the WBC, and that was one situation that even old media had to get involved in and express their detest towards it. So there's no getting around that. So whatever. So, I'm riding with Shakur. But sidebar, I want to show y'all something. More of this. Salute the Bill.
Yeah, I want to talk about that too, man.
Yeah, salute the Bill, salute the Devin, and salute the Bud. All right. I got my, with Snack and Victor Conte. I got a problem with him with how he's conducting himself personally. But I'm talking about when you look at this picture, I see something else. And there's also a picture of him with Shakur. And what I respect about Bud is that two things. He's made some changes, which tells me that he's taking this Errol Spence fight very seriously. He's made some minor changes, which means he's taking it seriously, which means I believe the fight's going to happen. That's number one. Number two, he's getting with these guys and he's helping them. And I'm sure they're helping him and he's helping them. And that shows me a form of unity. That picture speaks volumes. And I appreciate Bud doing that.
Yeah.
I appreciate Bud doing that. I really do. Him, Shakur, I appreciate Bud doing that. Thank you, Bud. And I don't even know if Bud even realizes. He might just be doing it to do it. I know these guys, they're cool. No, but that picture speaks more volumes than you know. Because you know why? Andy Ruiz had a rough way to go. He shouldn't have dropped that title. He shouldn't have dropped his titles back to AJ. And Canelo went to Dubai to support Andy Ruiz. And then say, yo, come to my camp. I'm going to show you some things. And he tried to help Andy Ruiz in good faith. We're always talking about unity. Okay?
Yeah.
And I'm just pointing something out. I saw that picture and I got very proud. Thank you, Bud. I appreciate that. I really do, because all we got is us. I made this meme, and it was a bit of a joke, but it speaks volumes, y'all. Wilder, do you understand now? AJ, I think I get it now, bro. Yeah, you need to understand. This shit was supposed to happen, and this motherfucker allowed Eddie Hearn to come and screw it up, and we blew it. The community blew it. This was undisputed right here. It should have happened. Whether AJ won or Deontay won, it should have happened. We should have at least had it on the books. It should have happened, y'all.
Yeah.
And we can't allow that to happen again. Not happen again. So salute to Bud. I appreciate him for doing that, man. Y'all will never know. Some people will never understand that shit. Unity. Now, Trick, you said you want to speak on that. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I'm glad you did that, because this is like, he's in camp with Shakur and Devin Haney, passing knowledge down to what he has to them. And then with them guys being youthful, like I said, they can show him something, you know what I'm saying? And even when he stopped Amir Khan, he was working with Amir Khan. So they just show you the character of Bud, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want to speak on that.
Right. Stormy, what are your thoughts on that?
Oh, it's great, man. But you have to understand, Shakur's been around Andre Ward and Bud Crawford for a while now. And it's great to see now that Devin Haney is included in that, because you just heard me talk about and commend Shakur for being a throwback and having throwback set of skills. Who else has that? Bud Crawford. This is what when I say the things I say, and sometimes, when I say them, like I say Bud gonna stop Earl, that makes people mad. The ones who really love Earl, I ain't talking about someone who just rolling with Earl because they think he gonna win. But you got some that are, just fanatic.
Right.
And that's okay. But that's why I like when I say those things, because I want to be able to stick the screwdriver in your skin and turn it a little bit, because it's more than what you're seeing on the surface. You have to see things beyond just what you like, huh? Just because you see a fat booty don't mean you should go get it, huh? Some of those fat booties, you need to let them go on down the street, man. it's just the truth. Drew, you do the Painful Excellence podcast. You
Oh,
talk
yeah.
about it all the time.
Oh, yeah. You know.
So the thing is, when you talk about seeing these young men and the older veterans coming together and sharing knowledge and experience and everything, it is nothing but good and progressive movements for the sport of boxing. You're going to get quality boxing out of these people when you see these things. So I look forward to seeing more of that. Now, what they probably won't show you is the bigger guys that Bud will be working with. So, because he's going to have that. You do have to have a mixture, so there'll be some bigger guys who he'll work with to help him because they have a certain amount of strength and power that he can work with in the gym. That's all going to be a part of that as well. But I love that. You know what I mean? And I look forward to seeing more. And you look at Devin Haney's frame standing there next to Bud. He's a welterweight in the wings, man. He's a welterweight.
He's a
welterweight in the wings. And Bud is what, 5'9"?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this kid, Haney, he's a welterweight in the wings. He is.
If you look at, I do bodybuilding and stuff. Bud's frame, I know Bud did some wrestling. I can tell by his frame. Bud is not a weak guy, which is kind of strange because wrestlers, by rule of thumb, and if you talk to anybody, I don't know if Healer is in the chat. Wrestlers don't like getting punched in the face, which is why Bud is like an oxymoron. It's like crazy. Like, you have a wrestling background and you like to punch. You know what I'm saying? Bud is a dog. I just saw a video of him trying to bully his goddamn security. Dude was like 6 foot. Dude was like 6'5". I said, what is going on here? But Bud is a dog. I want you to pay attention to Bud's neck. And look at Devin Haney's neck. Look at the jawline.
Yeah.
When Devin, when he's done, like when he's winding down, Devin's gonna be walking around at an in shape 160. 147 is gonna be like hard for him to make in the next maybe 3-4 years. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna grow it. You see the size of his dad. You see Bill, right? That's his natural frame. That's his right now. This is youth having to make the weight he's making now. That's youth. You know what I'm saying? But if you pay attention to his frame, you could see how he's gonna shape up. You could see, man. So I'm excited about all of this, man. We got some good things coming up, man. Bullshit aside, boxing is very exciting at the fights that we can get. It's very exciting. I don't hate on Bud. You know what I'm saying? I want the best for him. But what the most exciting thing about this matchup with Errol, Stormy, Trick, now peep this. You remember watching a boxing fight and a boxing match and you hear Michael Buffer say, somebody's O has to go.
Oh.
Doesn't that like do something to you? Like, ooh, somebody gonna get it. Somebody's gonna get it.
The first time I ever heard him say that is when Roy Jones fought James Toney in '94. That was the first time I ever heard him say that. Somebody's always gotta go. That's the first time I ever heard him say it.
Man, yeah, I'm excited for this, man. I'm excited for this. Now I'm riding with Errol, but I'm not gonna be all bent out of shape and messed up if he does get knocked out. It's not, fellas, it's not even about that. Y'all heard me say on my channel enough times, this is for the culture. What y'all really thought I meant? It was a double meaning. It's for the culture, but it's for the culture of people who really support the sport. This is a throwback matchup. That's why I was so animated. This has to happen. All right, it has to happen. All right, I don't want to hear nothing about no goddamn. I don't want to talk about money, guys. I don't want to do it, man. I don't want to do it. And Shakur, y'all understand that this fight is happening because Bob Arum got hit with Bud's lawsuit. So salute to Bud, because we was about to get Navarrete versus versus Val Peds. Remember he said we're gonna give you that and like it. You remember when when Oscar De La Hoya told us, who knows Devin Haney? Who knows Devin Haney?
Mm-hmm.
Remember he said that? We're going to give you Ryan Garcia and whoever, and you're going to like it. I mean, who the fuck you talking to? Spatula? Who the fuck you talking to?
You know, when you say those things, it makes me think about like you know, Bud leaving Top Rank and Bob Arum and you know, becoming an independent fighter.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that now that he and Spence can have negotiations for a serious, you know, run at making a fight with one another and everything, it just shows you the BS in boxing of how fights are held up by these greedy, biased, prejudiced promotional groups and promoters and the people that are running the sport. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's great to see that these men operate with independence.
Yes.
It can still make a ton of money of whatever it's going to be, but without having those alligator hands involved. That's what I love more than the fight itself. It's like that they're gonna have to sit. Someone like Arum is gonna have to sit on the sidelines with that ugly mug and just be bitter. Just be bitter. You know? Because these men are gonna have a great fight. It's a legacy fight for both of them, and they will make some damn money. Huh?
Yep.
And Bud is gonna make some money. And guess what? Bob ain't gonna share a damn.
He ain't gonna get a dime. Bob ain't gonna get a dime. Y'all not excited for this?
Nothing.
I tell you, when you look at the things that you're supposed to look at, that's what gets you excited about
Yes.
this. It's not hard.
And salute to Lambros K. He said, never thought or heard about purse splits in my 20 years of paying for fights. This is a new thing. Stormy, you know what? I never heard my pops or my uncles talk about purse splits when it came to Hagler and Hearns. I never heard it. I never heard it. This is this Floyd era shit.
Hey, Drew, remember we had Roy on the show? We didn't know how much Roy and James Toney got until Roy said something about it. Never knew anything about it, how much he was getting and what they were getting with the splits. Until he mentioned
Never
it.
knew.
Even knew.
Never knew. It was never important. I see you, sir. He said, Bud made it. Yo, listen, at this point, I don't care. I don't even want to see. That's a whole nother, you know, I don't even want to talk about it. What we need to be doing is saying, yes, it's happening. We need to speak it, believe it, receive it. We need to speak it into existence. You know, listen, I don't know who sent the contract. I don't know what's going on, but the next time I hear about the fight from either one of them, I want to hear it's done. This is the date. Because then we can have panels and discuss who wins and why. Then we could do that. That's what I'm looking forward to. Who wins and why. And somebody's got to go. DJ Zion loving that super chat. He says, peace and blessings, kings. One love. No, salute, man. Salute, man. Salute.
Indeed.
Salute. This is epic, y'all. This is epic. That's why this fight was so important for it to happen. And I'm so glad. And you know what? I was a little like, you know, when we heard rumors about a 2-fight deal, Bud going to PBC for 2 fights. And, you know, he said, nah, I'm not taking, I'm only going there for Errol. When I first heard it, I said, oh, come on. But then when Errol beat Ugas fairly easy, I said, pause, good. Don't do nothing else. Because what I don't want is for him to go in there with Keith Thurman and have a goddamn tough fight out of nowhere. The old Keith Thurman show up. Or Danny Garcia land one. I don't need it. Yep. I don't need none of that, Bud. Just stay where you at now. We don't need that. I think Bud beats the shit out of Keith and Danny Garcia. But chill. We good now. We good. Errol was back hitting pads 2 days later. Good.
And maybe the 2-fight deal is, regardless of how this fight goes, maybe they get a rematch out of it where they can make double money. How about that?
Double money. Double the money.
Bro.
Yep.
You know what? I got Sir just mentioned something. I'm gonna play this for Sir right now. Where's that?
Obviously you're becoming a free agent. Bob said if he would talk to you about individual fights. He mentioned Spence. He mentioned Josh Taylor. Is there any individual fight out there that appeals to you more than others? And secondly, when do you make the decision? How do you kind of go through it and come up with your decision?
Well, I'm pretty sure my decision is made already. Bob couldn't secure me the Spence fight when I was with him. So how you going to secure me the Spence fight when I'm not with him? So, I'm moving forward with my career right now, and I wish everybody the best.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Yo, Bob's face, he could have died right there.
Yeah, he soiled his depends at that very moment. That's why he looked over for his assistant, Derek. He was like, Derek,
go change this diaper, Derek. Oh my God, man, that was gold, man.
What the fuck, Terrence? What the fuck, Terrence?
He was standing there looking like an overweight crypt keeper. Oh my God,
damn,
man. So that's the boxing gods right in itself, man. And these are one of the things that we supposed to be talking about.
Not only that, again, another thing that I talk about a lot, the character of a man. Yeah. Bud Crawford did that at the press conference. He didn't go out to the media and was talking crap to them during the buildup of the fight with Porter or anything. He didn't say nothing to nobody. He just said that once he was asked a question at the press conference that he could let that out the bag, he did it. That was gangster. When you guys talk about something being gangster, that was gangster. And it shows the character of the man. Do you think for a moment, because he signed 2 deals with Top Rank, right? It's like he was in there for that first deal, then he re-upped. And people were criticizing him and everything, saying, oh, man, Bud was stupid for doing this or doing that. This man did what he did with his own purpose and goal. We never let somebody interview him and ask, what was your aim in signing your second deal with Top Rank and everything? And when, during that deal, did you decide that you would move forward? I will guarantee you he would probably say something along the lines of, once they showed me to my face what the purpose was, and that was to not work in benefit of me at all, I knew what I had to do. But as a man who signs his contract, because remember, he could have broken the contract, but he probably would have had to sit out of sport 2 or 3 years, like Mikey Garcia ended up doing. And that's a detriment to his career because of where he is as far as how old he is right now. So he still played his cards right, and he's helping other fighters in the sport as a result of doing what he's done.
Point blank, period. Last question. Y'all think it's a 2-fight deal?
It's very possible.
I want a 2-fight deal.
Do you know why? Because they are the cream of the crop. They always have been. They always have been. Thurman, Garcia, all of those other guys, they are on the flip side because they really can't beat these 2 men.
Right.
Now, when you talk about Boots and Ortiz, and that's the next generation.
That's the next generation coming up.
They'll get their shots when these men are finished with their business. That's why a 2-fight deal between them is excellent. Remember when Holyfield and Tyson fought that first time, they had a rematch clause. Yeah. So it's like, it made sense because these are the quality heavyweights that everybody want to see. They got in there and did their business. They had a rematch. It should be the same thing with these 2 gentlemen. Would you be angry that they're fighting a rematch?
No.
Absolutely not.
No. Salute the woke, the truth in that super chat. Much love. He said Spence and Bud can call this fight the best out of 3. I'm not mad at that either. He said, you know how much money these brothers can make? Both these brothers should sit down and come up with a master plan to benefit them both. I benefit them both. I completely agree.
Well, isn't that what Wilder and Fury did? Then they signed for 3 fights.
Yeah, that fat piece of shit tried to get out. They signed for 2.
Yeah,
he tried to get out of it.
2, okay,
you know what I'm saying? Bastard singer. I see you, full-time killer. I'm you know what? Let's talk about that on the way out. I saw what you said earlier about, you know, will Deontay come back to pick up that WBC? I'll tell you straight up and down. Word I got is he's not even thinking about boxing right now, and I prefer it that way. I don't want him anywhere near the sport anymore. The sport has done him dirty. He has been disrespected by the media. He has been disrespected by these fair-weathered fans, not us. We're talking about we're supporters. He's been disrespected by the fanatics that don't know any better, and they enable this shit. And those same fanatics that don't watch boxing, that just was sticking around because Deontay Wilder was a hot topic, and they listened to the comparisons to him and other past champions and how he don't know how to throw a punch and shit. Meanwhile, he's knocking over everybody. Y'all bought into that. And I said 10 years from now, but they're going to wait a couple of years from now. Tyson Fury is going to be mentioned in the same sentence as Muhammad Ali. Now you motherfuckers go have that argument by yourself. I'm not. Don't send anybody to my channel and talk about how Ali, and listen to me or Stormy or Trick or anybody talking about how there's no comparison. Don't send them here. Because when we was here trying to tell you what the play was, you ain't want to hear it. You monkeys, you ain't want to hear it. But thanks to you, this whole conversation with Ali and Fury, that's on y'all. Unless Daniel Kinahan get that cold steel on his wrists and he starts singing. And in a perfect world, what I'd love to see is when they uncover all of this corruption, that $4 million for the 4 fights that he had with Bob Arum get reversed to no contest off a general principle. That will be fucking golden. That will be golden. Salute the full-time killer. In that super chat, he said, honestly, I don't want him back. I would like to see him sue the WBC and Fury. Well, we might get something close to that, brother. We might get something close to that. We just might. I'm telling you, solo. When Daniel Kinahan fall, who's he loyal to? It's not like an underling fell and says, yo, look, if I snitch, I'm gonna get killed. This is the guy. What is it gonna mean if he sit up in court and be like, yo, listen, I'm going down and taking everyone with me? That guy Bob Arum, that $4 million that he told the government he paid, guess what he paid me for? Consulting fees. That was the payout to everybody, from the bitch selling popcorn to the guy that worked for the WBC commission to turn away while we did our thing with the water and the gloves and everything else. And they could go back to all of our YouTube channels dating back over 3 years now. We was asking questions. Yo, what's up with this? What's up with this glove? What's up with y'all not checking? What's up with all of that? Yeah. But that's just me talking.
And remember that sound bite from Andre Ward. That's a very long count by the referee. Remember, he was saying...
He has to be ready. That
was an extremely slow count on both of those knockdowns. I don't know what that was about for more, but that was an extremely slow count on both of those knockdowns.
Andre, they should be counting here ringside, and they pick up
That was an extremely slow count on both of those knockdowns.
We'll measure that. We were talking about long counts.
Yeah, but you're right. You know, he's got to take the count from the guy at the ring, the guy beside the...
2 knockdowns for Wilder. Just when he looks wobbled, he answers with a thunderous right hand.
That fight was over in round 4. I was there. That shit was over. Malik called it perfectly. He said this shit is over in 4. And we had it. And y'all heard Andre Ward. And y'all know Andre Ward's a hater. Y'all know he is. But he sat there and he was like, it was an extremely slow count. I was there, y'all.
Listen, Mora, his track record speaks for itself, but let's cook on him for a brief moment.
Let's go.
When Deontay knocked him down, he redirected Deontay to a neutral corner that he was headed toward anyway.
Thank you.
And stopped him and sent him to the further neutral corner to delay more time. He has done this in the past with other fights where if the black fighter, especially if he's fighting someone that's not black, if they drop the guy, he makes sure that he takes the guy, he stops his count, and he takes all this time of making that guy go to a neutral corner instead of just directing him and picking the count up. When other fighters have went down, just like when Fondura went down, he got over there and he took Lubin and was like, hey, get over there, it's like, dude, what are you doing? And then he got him up, he picked his mouthpiece up and everything. He wasn't supposed to pick his mouthpiece up.
Nope.
He was supposed to focus on whether Fondura was ready to go and let the fight resume, and when a lull in the action, then stop it. But the bell rang. It's like, what are you doing? You're over there picking his mouthpiece up and everything. That's not the ref's job. But you see the inconsistencies here. And the man does this consistently when you have opposing nationalities of people in the ring. This is not a fallacy, people. These are facts. You could go back and watch it for yourself. When Fury went down in the first fight against Wilder in the 12th round, he literally leaned over in the man's face, screaming at him, "Get up! Get the fuck up!" Fury was unconscious with his eyes on the mittens fixed to the lights in the ceiling. Most refs, when they see that, they wave it off.
They wave it off. Thank you.
Yeah. They wave it off. And I'm not saying this, because I wanted Wilder to win. Wilder fucking won, people. He won. Yeah. That was knockout, number 48, 49, whatever. It was right there. They took it from him.
Man, you know what we saw, and we're living it in real time. He knocked him out in the first fight. He got cheated in the second, and he knocked his ass out in the goddamn third fight. Now, I said it in my past video. Ain't it weird how Mora's getting a lot of work lately? Lubin, Fondura. Yo, did y'all know? And y'all probably didn't see my video, so I'm going to say this. Did y'all know that Mike Ortega was the original ref for Wilder Fury 3? And he was switched out for Russell Mora.
I heard about that.
Okay. Mora, and they never explained it. The WBC or the Nevada State Athletic Commission never explained it. Y'all ready for this? That was Mora's first assignment at a heavyweight bout. His first one. Your first assignment at a heavyweight bout, and it's a championship fight at that caliber? That's your first assignment? Why the fuck did they switch Mike Ortega out? And I'll give you something else. The 3 judges and the ref, Mora, they're on assignment again for guess which fight? Canelo versus Bivol. Y'all go on and bet on Bivol if you want to. Bivol got to throw something and land it. He's not beating Canelo.
And Canelo got to be snoring.
He got to be snoozing. I mean, he got to land something, and Canelo got to be on that floor. Can't beat the count. Can't beat the count because it's going to be a 30-second count.
Mora's going to walk Bivol over to a neutral corner and take his time doing so and possibly start the count at the beginning if Canelo is downed and has to get up. These things don't happen by accident. They put that's their what do they call it in football? When you have a what's that word they use? A
instant replay? You talking about?
No, there's a when you have like something in the wings. It's a dang, what's that term in football?
Audible?
No, it's called. It's almost like where you could pull something out. You know, dang, I can't think of the term right now. But anyway, that's the play that they put in there, and you have to understand that Mora is a WBC guy.
Yup.
So he's in there to make sure that the WBC titleist, in this case, is going to be Canelo, is okay. He's operating in the best interest of Canelo at all times. At all times. If Bibble go down, the count's going to be fast.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm telling you. Be prepared.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm with that.
Bivol could slip, and then he could be winning and kicking Canelo's ass, and Canelo will just land a good shot and buckle him, and then Moro will just give him a standing 8 count, and then look at him and just wave it off. So I see something like that happening. I see something like that happening. There's a substantial size difference between Bivol and Canelo. I just watched. I saw the picture. I said, "Damn, he's a lot bigger than him." And more, I understand why John Scully ain't getting no call for Beterbiev. More and more, because Beterbiev ain't gonna play that shit. Beterbiev will chop Canelo to death. He'll beat Canelo's ass. All of that moving in, he ain't going to stay there in the pocket with Canelo. All that slipping and punching, because this guy's an animal.
All these people talking about Beterbiev losing to Canelo are out of their freaking minds, man.
Crazy.
That's a different man right there. That's a man who had an opportunity to defend his title over in China. And because of how China was doing the Muslims and everything over there, he said, I ain't fighting in China. He's a devout Muslim. He's a man of character. And he is not, he might be 30, mid-30s, 34, 35, 36 years old, but he's not the average 36-year-old guy. This is a man who's disciplined in what he does. He's a very strong man inside and out. Canelo has not faced a man like Artur Beterbiev in his career.
Ever.
He has not faced a man, I will say it one more time, a man like Artur Beterbiev in his career. That man has the type of fortitude that Canelo has been running away from. And that's why he hasn't faced it. So all of a sudden, now he's supposed to get brave and take someone on like that on and have a chance at defeating him. Well, this man, listen, Jeff, what's his name? Smith, Joe Smith, who's talking about fighting Beterbiev. And we know Joe Smith has been in some good fights. Ever since he defeated Bernard Hopkins, he's been able to get up in there, but he's going to get beaten up like he's never been beaten up in his career if he gets in there with Artur Beterbiev. You might see the same thing like you saw Earl Spence do to Yordenis Ugas. You're going to see it happen to Joe Smith because Joe Smith want to be a tough guy. And I've said it before, tough guys in this sport get hurt.
Yeah.
Smart guys win the boxing matches.
And salute to Joe Smith. He from out here, but he better box Beterbiev. Don't get on no bullshit. Beterbiev is a fucking killer. That guy's a killer, man.
And even in his last fight, he had that cut on his head. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. Go ahead.
No, I was saying he had that cut on his head last fight, man. And I mean, he was just didn't bother him a bit, you know. So that should tell you something right there about him, you know. And,
yeah, he was different.
You know, just from me talking with John, just me talking with Scully, you know, like, you know, once again, he made the statement that Canelo's gonna defeat Kovalev. He gonna call out my fighter, and we asked for the contract. We're not gonna get one, and still to this day, they haven't ever received the contract to fight Canelo. And what they're banking and hoping on is Joe Smith win that fight, because if they beat Bivol and Joe Smith beats Beterbiev, they're gonna make that fight like that. It's gonna be in a second. Yeah, they're gonna make the fight. Joe Smith win. Yeah. So yeah, I don't think Canelo wants to fight. I'm agreeing with Stormy. I've said it all. Already said it. He want to fight Beterbiev, what you want to call him. That guy's an animal, man.
Listen, Canelo's not an all-time great. He got some. He has a way to go. He hasn't fought his contemporaries, and this is why we're giving him a hard time. All right, I don't give a damn about your money or your pay-per-view sales. I mean, Errol done shut that shit down already. All right, you got work to do. Beterbiev, Benavidez, Charlo, Andre. I'm not gonna forget that, dude.
Charlo.
I'm not gonna forget that. I'm not gonna forget the franchise status, courtesy of the WBC. I'm not gonna forget any of this, man. I'm not gonna forget any of this. So when this shit goes down in the history books, just remember we were here. That's why I don't listen to these Canelo fans. All of y'all cats are crazy. We're here living it in real time. If you can justify him not fighting the names that I mentioned, I can say you're everything wrong with the goddamn sport. You're fucking it up for everybody with a megaphone. You justify your guy avoiding real competition. Avni fucking Yildirim, you'll never live that down. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. Avni Yildirim over Charlo. Avni Yildirim over Benavidez. Avni Yildirim over Andre.
Over Darrell, who fought on the same night. They were on the same schedule, and he could have made that fight and had a better quality opposition in Darrell.
And guess what, Canelo fans? I'm not saying all of them beat Canelo. I'm saying let's fucking see it. You think Canelo beats him? Can we see it? This is boxing. Can we see it? Is that too much to ask? You guys are out your mind, man. And you slaves are out your cotton picking mind. All of this shit going on and y'all not paying attention to detail? That's okay. This is why we do what we do. This is why we do what we do. You can't back up what you're saying. Every name I mentioned, there's no excuse for him not to have fought them. There's no reason why that's not happening. There's no reason why Devin Haney got to go through what he got to go through. You got some people coming up here talking about, oh, well, you know, I like to see Devin versus Ryan Garcia. Who? Why? I didn't know Instagram followers translate to seat sales. Stop it. Stop it. If you're a former fighter talking that bullshit, get off of it. Because if it didn't happen to you, I bet you it happened to someone you know where there was a fight right there that was supposed to be made, but due to the politics and bullshit, you got fucked off. There's a bunch of fights that could have happened. Wake up and smell the failure.
Well,
and like Drew,
sooner or later they're gonna come out with the social media belt.
Listen, there's another fighter.
Don't be surprised they come out with a social media belt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's another fighter. Go ahead. No, it's okay. There's another fighter, and I talked about him earlier today on my call-in. I've started to add his name to the equation because it's another fighter that Canelo saw on the horizon, just like he saw Benavidez, and that's Zurdo. Zurdo is a fighter of the ilk that Canelo don't want no parts of, because that's a spirited fighter who not only has a skill set, but he has that type of determination to try to be the best. These are you're talking about guys who have competitive natures that Canelo is avoiding these guys, and they happen to be his contemporaries. It's not a matter of we thinking like, you know, that, you know, he can beat them or they, you know, we want to see it. We want to see it. We want to see, like, on paper, none of those guys is he like, you know, over them the same way he is over all the other guys he fights and defeats.
And just to add to what you're saying, he's talking about Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez. He fought Sullivan Barrera. I remember watching that fight. I just pulled it up. I'm looking at some highlights right now.
Beat the crap out of him.
Sullivan Barrera is a solid guy, man.
Yep. And he beat the crap out of him. Took him apart like an erector set, man.
It was bad. And this dude is here. And these are the guys. Now watch this. These are the guys Canelo is going to avoid. and say, look, it don't make sense. He's the next generation, like how everyone got boots in the ring with Errol and Bud. Pump your brakes on that. That's what they're gonna start saying about Zerto.
Yeah.
Canelo, nah, leave him out of that. Leave him out of that. Know what I mean? So yeah, man. I'm gonna cook more on this this Tyson Fury nonsense tomorrow. Because I got some more things that I'm gonna share. And you know, these clowns want me to talk about them, I'll talk about them. Come up in my comment section. Y'all already know what's gonna happen. You come in my comment section with some bullshit. We play this for y'all so y'all understand how it's going. You come up and you say something. I ask you one question. Have you met Mutombo?
Not today.
Watch me from afar. I'm blocking your ass.
Not today.
But you're going to listen to what I got to say. You're not going to disrupt me. I have a platform. I'm going to talk my shit. You can't stop me.
Not today.
So get it all out. I'm going to block the nonsense out of you. And you're going to listen to what I have to say because you can't get enough of me.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
100%. 100%. Trick, let them know how they can get involved with you, man. Let them know how to find you.
Y'all can follow me on Instagram, Trick_noting, Trick Noting. I'm on Facebook as well, Anthony Carter. Be on here Sundays with Drew and the Sensei. Talking about some boxing, interviewing the old school fighters, the legends. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Salute the Plot Boy Plays in that super chat. Much love and appreciation, God. Peace to you. Stormy, let them know how they can find you, brother.
And everybody can find me right here on YouTube. I just put the link in the chat there. It's like, you know, come on over there and get some good
Y'all
stuff.
about to bounce, bro.
All right, brother. I'll holler at you.
Peace to you, Trick. Yeah, everybody, you know, come on over there, man. We got some good stuff happening on the Stormy B Man channel. Just went over 3,000 subs. And we cooking, man. We cooking, you know. And
that's what it be.
I made an announcement over there. I'll make it here as well, that you guys are not going to be seeing me in certain chats anymore because I've decided to do unto others if I had them do unto me. So when you don't see me, don't question why. Just say bye. That's it. Because it's a lot of false stuff going on out here, and I'm not a part of that. I'm not a part of it. I'm actually wearing a shirt this evening, and I'll let everybody see that. You understand?
The real one. The real one.
That's it. That's what I stand on.
No doubt. And let me say salute to, oh man, salute to my brother. I think that's Boxing the Barbecue. Salute to you, Boxing the Barbecue, in that Cash App. Much love and appreciation. Much love and appreciation. And salute to my brother A Weapons. No diggity doubt. Know what I mean? So y'all tune in tomorrow. We're gonna keep telling the truth. And we just getting started. We just getting started with this Daniel Kinahan nonsense. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all want to know what we talking about in depth, if y'all don't know, I'm gonna plug another YouTube channel. The man's name is Plastic Patty. Plastic Patty. Go in the search engine. Plastic Patty. He got all the information you need about that Daniel Kinahan shit. And just know all that information that he's bringing to you, this guy's involved with the WBC and Top Rank and everything else with that $5 million bounty on this guy's head. This is the guy that was involved in boxing. Okay? Poison water? That's lightweight. Come on now. Salute to everybody in the Super Chat, the Cash App, the Venmo, the Zelle, man. Salute to all of you, man. Thank you for tuning in. And I'll be back here in the morning. Much love to all of y'all. Peace.